Hello. How are you? Yes, please take a seat. Welcome back to my channel. And today's topic, looking ass. Fuck all that. What's poppin', y'all? It's been a minute. I know I've been kind of MIA, but I'm back though. So, how I like to do things is I like to get straight to the point. And I got work in the morning. So we're going to get straight to this video. So today's video, I want to talk to you guys about influences. And what I mean by influences, I mean that if you're on a spiritual path, fitness path, entrepreneur path, you're always going to have external and internal influences. And these influences you need to be highly aware of because they can put a damper in your progression. So like, for instance, if you're on a physical path, like a fitness path, think about it like, you got your friends who, you say you're trying to like lose weight. You got your friends who's always trying to pull you back into the restaurant to eat that particular food that you know you don't want to eat. Or say, for instance, on a spiritual path, you're trying to understand more about what spirituality is, but you have friends that from the past, childhood friends, who are like not really fucking with that shit, and they express their opinions, and it starts to stifle your perspective on things. Or let's say an entrepreneur path, you got people who just want to stay where they at and they just want to make minimum wage, and you trying to make more than minimum wage, and you're like, yo, like, what you trying to do all that for? Just stay where you at. Just continue to hustle. So it's always different layers to how people are influencing you. So that's the introduction, right, to this video. We're going to talk about influences, right? So I got my motherfucking notes right here, right? I got my handy dandy notebook. We're in the blue boom room, right? The blue follows me everywhere I go. So, yeah, we're going to get right into it because, like I said, I got work in the motherfucking morning. So we about to get to this motherfucking video. You feel me? So this is how we about to do it. It's how we about to do it. It's how we about to do it. So first, I want to talk about something that I always have expressed and have expressed to my clients or to people in general. And let me pause right quick. For anybody who love to work with me, because I would love to work with you, I have my own business. I am a spiritual advisor, so I do spiritual consultations. I am an astrologist. I am a transformation specialist. And also, I am a holistic nutritionist. Oh, and I'm a Reiki practitioner. So if you're near New Orleans area, please reach out to me. But anywhere across the world, if you're looking for more spiritual understanding and guidance and things of that nature, or anything holistic based, please don't hesitate. Reach out to me. I'm going to leave a link. Not like doing this shit. I'm going to leave a link somewhere in the bio or somewhere in this video so you can click on that bad boy. Okay, so let's get back to the basics. So I talk a lot about this concept, right? And this concept is you are the captain of your own ship. You are the captain of your own ship. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that the captain, right, is your mind. The specific part of the mind that I'm speaking about is the subconscious mind. And the ship is your physical vessel. Hence, why they call barges and, ships and water boats vessels, right? So you are the captain of your ship. And when the captain, the mind, is compromised, everything is compromised. Meaning that the mind is all, universe is mental. If your mind is compromised, your universe that you create for yourself, the reality that you want to live, is compromised. You have to protect this. The captain of your ship needs to be protected. While you out there in the waves of the world, you're constantly being influenced externally, internally, right? So understand that your mind governs everything and you need to protect it. So let's go more in depth with that. So what I mean by that is, like I said, we're talking about influences. So there's 3 types of influences that you want to kind of be aware of. And we're going to go more in depth that you want to be aware of, right? Got a burp. So the 3 of them, right? So you got external influences, like I said, like your environment, something like that, surroundings. You have associations, right? Family and friends, and you have your internal thoughts. that are constantly just have this feedback loop that's just constantly telling you negative shit all day. Those are the 3 influences: your internal thoughts, your external environment, friends and family, and I said that right? Yeah, friends and family. Oh, I think I said that wrong. Oh, yeah, I did say that wrong. Yeah, I did. Well, let's keep it like this. Well, no, I'm gonna do it right. Okay. So yeah, internal thoughts, right? Your surroundings and your associations, which is your friends and family. Your surroundings could be in your environment. Let's just say that. So, being said, this is what I want you guys to pay attention to. I really want you to first take a look at your associations. And what I mean by this, I want you to evaluate people who you spend a lot of time with, whether it's friends or family, right? But let's just keep it on the friends level. I want you to evaluate your friends. And so I got this understanding from a great book called The Compound Effect, right? And they talk about a term called the reference group. So the reference group is what we all call it, birds of a feather flock together, right? Meaning that everybody in that whole particular group kind of has the same mentality. So if you don't know a person and you're trying to get to know that person, but they're not revealing themselves, a secret is to pay attention to their friends. You pay attention to their friends, and then you know how they are, right? So the reference group that they speak about is basically out of 5 friends, the 5 friends that you spend your time with is who you are, in a sense. Like, that's the average of what the 5 friends, and the average of whoever you spend your time with is who you are in the inside. So it's based on income, attitude, and health. So if I don't know a person, I'll pay attention to their friends. So if your health is fucked up, or let's just say if your friend's health is fucked up, they can't go to they can't take a shit, they're not regulated, then that means you probably not regulated. If your motherfucking friends are broke, 9 times out of 10, you probably broke. If your attitude is fucked up, 9 times out of 10, your friends' attitudes is fucked up, or vice versa. So understanding the thing about your friends is that they place a large influence on you in a very subtle way, And over a period of time, this creates an impact to where you start to talk like them, you start to walk like them, you start to think all the things that they love to do is cool. You're not really even tapping into yourself. You're tapping into more what your friends do. And I done that shit, been there, got the t-shirt on some Bobby Hemmett shit. Shout out to Bobby Hemmett. You have to literally realize that, yo, I am not my friends, and you are your own individual. And you need to fucking take rulership over your captain and your mind, right? And sail your own motherfucking boat in your own motherfucking lane, or in your own coast. You know what I'm saying? Or your own sail, however you want to look at it. So understand that, when you think about the things that you want to achieve in life, really pay attention to your associations. I'm going to really harp more on associations more than anything, because your internal voices, your internal dialogue, I can go on that for days, and I might do that in a separate video. But let's just talk mainly about friends and your associations, right? So with that being said, so like I said, I'm pulling this knowledge out from The Compound Effect. So he talks about it's three ways you can look at the people who you associate yourself with. They got disassociation, association, and expanded association. Disassociation, association, and expanded association. Disassociation is what we all know. We got that one motherfucking friend that we know we need to cut the fuck off because they ain't doing shit for us. I know someone who's listening to this video right now is probably shaking their head like, yup, that motherfucker ain't lying. You got one friend right now that you can think of in your mind that you need to cut the fuck off, but you don't want to because you're scared to. You don't want to because you don't want to be perceived differently. You're going to think to yourself like, man, if I cut him off or cut her off, my friends may think, oh, who he thinks she is, or who he, however, who's this person think he is, or who she thinks he is, like, do you think they better than me? Like, you starting to hear all this shit that haven't even manifested, or it's really imagination, but you think that's what they're thinking. Or, it's fear. It's a lot of reasons why we can't let go of people. You know, when you really think about it, and I had to go through this experience personally, so I'm talking from experience. You have to realize that the only thing that you're really holding on to is history. That's it. You're going to get to a certain part in your journey where you have to separate in order to elevate. You just have to do it. Because if you be real with yourself, ask yourself, who you living for? Are you living for them or are you living for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to, you know, be the best person as far as fitness is concerned, but you're like worrying about what your friend's going to think, then you will never be the best person who's in, you know, compared to the greats, Arnold Schwarzenegger, to say Bruce Lee. You will never be none of them because you're still worrying about if your friends think that's cool or not. Like, you have to learn how to let go. Friends are not supposed to last forever. None of this shit is not supposed to last forever. All this shit is temporary. All of this is temporary. Even friends. Friends are replaceable. Every time you lose something, you gain something. You got to understand that, like, you might have had a friend that you was with throughout the course of your life, and at that particular time, that was your motherfucking ace. Y'all ran it. That was your right hitman. You know what I'm saying? $5 grand. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was your fucking dog. But eventually, your mind changes after a while. People start to change. That's part of this whole process, to where you'll find yourself just not having the same similarities anymore. You'll find yourself like, yo, I'm not even on that wave no more. What you talking about? Like, none of this shit resonates with you anymore. But you're still trying to fight it, or you're questioning yourself like, you know, I don't know if I should let this person go or not, because, I mean, you know, just because they're not on my wave doesn't mean that we don't have to be cool. You sound stupid as a motherfucker. You need to cut the motherfucker off because they, like, now listen to what I'm saying. We're talking about influences. Influences happens on a very subtle fucking level. It happens on a very subtle level. So even though you feel like they're not doing nothing that is so obvious to where they're making an impact on your psyche, they're doing it in a subtle way. You have to detach. You have to dissociate people. This is all part of the process. And it's all love. I'm not saying disassociate from people and be like, yeah, man, fuck that. I did what I had to do. No. I'm not even saying carry that energy neither. What I'm saying is people have the understanding that eventually you're going to grow. That's just part of life. You grow. There's no hate in that. You have people who don't want to let you go, who will fight. They will fight to keep you in their life because they need you more than you need them. And that's when you'll realize, like, you know what? This motherfucker's feeding on me. This is a parasite. This is a leash. You have to know how to determine that. You have to know how to identify that. People are feeding off of you. When you become that motherfucking light that shine bright as a motherfucker, oh, people are going to be feeding off of that. You got to protect your motherfucking sunlight. So understand that you have to let people go. You have to start disassociating yourself. We are in the age of Age of Aquarius. We are in the age where this networking is a part of the game, and not taking shit personal is a part of the game, and not having personal relationships like that is a part of the game. Because once y'all start developing all these personal relationships and you start to realize, you know what? I don't really fuck with this person like that. Now you over there struggling on how the fuck you could let this person go. I done been through it. Like, literally, I done been through it. So I'm telling you, and look, I'm not saying call your best friend who you've been talking to for 10 years and say, you know what? I saw a Josh video and he said, cut you off. I got to let you go. I'm not saying that. This is a fucking practice. Build up the courage. Muster up the courage to get to that point where you have to cut this person off. And when you do it, it's going to feel like a big ass relationship that has been broken up after years and years and years. Like, they're going to feel like you're breaking up with them. That's what it feels like, because it's so strong. The bond is so strong. You're going to feel like, damn, I really lost this person. But you didn't lose anything. You gained. I'm telling you, because you're going to find another friend that's going to replace that friend that's going to be on a wave that you on, and that's what you want. You don't want a person who's on a wave that you used to be on, because it's not doing nothing for you. You want somebody who's on a wave that you're on now to continue moving forward. Life is about progression. You want to continue to move forward in life. So I'll go all day on that. Disassociate yourself from people you know that is not on your wave. The second thing, limited association, right? Limited association, you gotta love it. Limited association is you knowing in the back of your motherfucking mind, you got that one friend who you need to get off the phone with, but you're on the phone with them for 30 minutes when you need to be on the phone with them for 3 minutes. You got that one coworker, family member, whoever, where they're talking all this negativity and you know you want to hang that motherfucker up because they be saying some good shit every now and then. But sometimes you like, bro, they on a whole nother wave. I'm not even feeling that. Be mindful of that. There's people in your life that you need to limit. You don't need to be out with somebody like, say, a childhood friend or say a coworker or say a family member. You don't want to be with them for fucking 5 days going on a vacation. You need to be with them for 5 minutes. There's a lot of people in your life you need to limit. Put their ass on a limit. If you know that eventually they say some good shit in the beginning, but they start to get into the negative dumping, they start dumping all the emotional baggage on you, cut their ass off. What the fuck? Let me tell you what I do. I evaluate my friends. I do it to the extreme. I evaluate my friends. I give people 5 minutes. Because usually within 5 minutes, you're going to get the understanding what the fucking conversation is about. Give it 5 minutes. If you start to see a shift to where they start talking about their personal problems, after you've been that friend that keep telling them you need to do this and you need to do that, and he still ain't doing it. Yeah, right. Yeah, that shit crazy. But look, let me call you back. What? I'm about to play all that. I'm about to cut you all right there. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful that who you're giving your energy to, and you need to limit it. You do not need to be on a phone, or you do not need to be hanging out with people that you know is not benefiting you. It just is what it is. It's no hard feelings for the people who listen to this shit. Like, man, bro, like, I feel you though, but like, no, you're not feeling me. Do the shit. I'm telling you. We're talking about influences, baby. That's what we're talking about right now. This is still influencing your captain of your motherfucking ship. You have to be in your truth. Speak your truth. You see this blue light? This is enhancing my throat chakra, baby. I like that word. You know what I'm trying to say? Limit your associations with people who you know who are not doing shit for you. You have to. Do not be on the phone with someone for 5 hours when you know you can get everything out in 5 minutes. Do not go out with someone for 3 days when you know you just need to kick it with them for 3 hours. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, understand that. You need to limit the people that you talk to because they're going to waste your time. I'm telling you, I've been through it. They're going to waste your time. They're going to waste your time. Like, and I can harp on that. I'm going to try to keep it real short because I see my mind and my spirit trying to go everywhere. Understand that. Limit your associations. And the last one is expanded associations. Now, this is the field that I love because I'm always expressing, not only to myself, but people who I come across that, look, I want to have an expanded association. Expanded friendship, meaning that when we come together, we're inspired to talk about ideas, talk about different beliefs, talk about spirituality, talk about mental health, talk about fitness, let's talk about our emotions. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about other things other than the normalcy of what's going on in the fucking world. Like, I'm trying to expand. My mind is trying to expand. That's all the mind cares about. That's how it's stimulated. It's stimulated off of novelty. I want to expand. I do not want to talk about fucking sports all day. I do not want to talk about politics all day. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to talk about the shit that's going on at my job all day. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's so much shit we could talk about than that. You feel me? So I'm looking to expand. And if you're not looking to expand, that's cool. The fuck? It's a free world. Do what the fuck you want to do. I'm going to do what the fuck I'm going to do. And I'm going to politely remove myself from talking to you because you're not looking to expand. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. I protect my motherfucking peace. You feel me? So you want to attract friends, family members, whoever, associates, and key word on that, associates. You want to attract people who you can actually have a one-on-one conversation with and they can be honest with you. They can tell you when you fucking up. They can say, look, I hear you this, I hear you doing that, I hear you doing this, but you really need to hear this right now. This is not the wave for you. You need to you might want to do something else. You need this. You see, one thing I realized about black people, I realized one thing about the black community is that we're so fucking sensitive. No one cannot tell us anything because we're gonna feel like they're trying to play us. If I say, yo, look, I say, look, you fucking up. Yeah, bro, you fucking up. You fucking up. I mean, you doing this and you doing that, it's not getting you nowhere. You fucking up. The first thing you're going to think in your mind, like, dang, dog, you trying to play me? You trying to play me? Like, we always think somebody trying to play you. And that's how we don't really get nowhere with anything. If you really want some fucking advice, take the shit how it comes. We all looking to do it in such a polite way. We want to wrap it up in a nice red bow tie and put their name on it, to, from, and send that shit all to the post office. Like, nigga, what the fuck? No. Get the message however it come. And when I realized, what I've come to realize, and I actually got this gem from this course that I was taking. And he said that if you have had no one who offended you in the past 6 months, then you don't have no friends. You have fans. That shit hit me hard because a lot of us don't want to tell our friends and family what the fuck is going on with them because we don't want to offend them. When in reality, we say we care and we love for these people, but we really don't. Because if you really care and love for someone, you would tell them when they're fucking up. Like that to me was just mind blowing to me. You would tell them like, look, bro, like this is not the wave. Like you gotta like tighten that shit up. You gotta clean that shit up. And I noticed that a lot of people are not receptive enough to take constructive criticism. Something that's gonna build you up, constructive. But people remove the constructive aspects and just think it's just criticism. And that's all based on perception. That let me know you're not really looking to really go beyond this shit. Because you wouldn't take it as if someone's really trying to fuck over you or talk about you. You'll take it like, yeah, I feel you, bro. I see that. Take the shit and so it can help you. Like, that's what people... Me personally, if you in my motherfucking life, motherfucker, you ain't gonna be around me and be ignorant all fucking life. Don't get me wrong. I got ignorance in me too. But if I see something that I have evolved from, I'm exposed it to you. And if I feel like you're not really being receptive of it, you feel like, I just feel like you're always telling me something. I'm gonna stop telling you shit. I'm going to stop telling you shit because you're not looking to evolve. You're not looking to change. You're trying to find a way for me to put it on a silver platter and just, here, this is how you change it. No. There's a masculine principle and it's a feminine principle. The mother nurtures the child. The father disciplines the child. The father is the one's going to say, look, son, you might have got a C+, and your mama, she condoned that shit, but I'm not about to condone it. You better get you an A+. That's how I approach a lot of my relations. That's how I approach a lot of my consultations. You got to hear the part of yourself that you don't want to hear because that's the part that you're running away from, and you may not be aware of it. So I'm going to bring it to your awareness so you could become aware of it so you can work on it. But if I try to think to myself, and I do this sometimes, this is a practice in itself. This is a practice in itself. Sometimes I do find myself having to say something in more soft tone, which is, that's valid. But what I mean by that is I'm trying to find a way to make sure it doesn't offend you. But sometimes the message is just going to hurt regardless. And I don't mean like I'm trying to hurt you. I mean in a way where you're going to perceive it as me hurting you because it's something that is very emotional, disturbing to you, and you'll take it that way. But really, I'm telling you, like, look, this shit ain't what's up. If I fucks with you, I'm going to tell you what it is. Like, and it's another thing I realized about black people. That's what I realized about, what the fuck? We say all day, every day, you know what? If I ever get in an ideal relationship, I want my girl to be real, you know what I'm saying? I want my girl to be 100. I want her to tell me every motherfucking thing. I want it real. Where the real motherfuckers at? Where the real women at? Where the real men at? You get your real motherfucker and you can't even handle this shit. We don't want no real money. You don't want that. You don't want it. You don't want it. Cut that shit out, Cannon. You don't want that. You don't want it. We say these things, but once you get it, man, you too blunt. Yeah, bro, like, you too blunt. Like, what the fuck, my nigga? Let me get back to what I was saying. Expanded associations. That is what it is needed. Okay? Expanded associations. Find you someone, and matter of fact, this is a practice, because I'm about to pretty much wrap this up. So, in the book, right? Matter of fact, let me show you the book, because I got it right here. And this bad boy right here, The Compound Effect. And this bad boy, this is a great book. Great book. Get the shit. And The Compound Effect, he talks about how he had a partner, which he call it the PPP, Peak Performance Partner. Find you someone who is in your circle, someone that you could connect with, who is going to keep it authentic with you, who's going to be honest with you, who's not going to tell you no bullshit, and is looking for you to change and to evolve just as much as you looking to do the same thing for yourself, and hold each other accountable for it. You getting, and I actually have one of these. So I forgot to call you today. Shout out to you. You know what it is. I ain't forget, but I had a lot going on. But you meet up with this person one time a week for, like, say, an hour a day, and y'all both are going over y'all goals. Y'all going over like what small wins y'all have for today. With big, small wins, big wins. I'm sorry, for the whole week. Small wins, big wins, losses, things you learn from, aha moments, experiences, things you could have done better. You couldn't get to this particular part of the goal that you say was going to do for your week, because we set weekly goals each week. Find someone who you can just do that with and keep doing that with, and watch the magic in that. You need that. A lot of people need accountability partners. This is exactly what that is. But you take it and face value. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever they're telling you that you may not be aware of, based on their strengths, apply it. Because I want you to connect with someone who you feel that you admire, someone that you feel like, this person is great to me. I want to, pick up their traits. I want to do the things that they do. Be around people like that. If you want to be a millionaire, or you want to be a successful entrepreneur, find somebody who's a successful entrepreneur, someone who's doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be more into fitness and health, find you someone in your circle who's into fitness and health, and start to mimic them, start to shadow them. Find someone who's already doing the shit. It makes it easy for you to expand towards your goals. So, like I said, that particular practice is in that book, and the shit works. I'm telling you, I've been doing it. We've been probably doing it for like, I feel like 8 months to a year. I feel like we've been doing it for a minute now, and I do it every Sunday. We do it every Sunday. And it's worked. You know what I'm saying? It helped me keep me on track with a lot of the things that I might be falling off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to wrap this up, because I don't want to make this too long. I feel like the video is already too long. So with that being said, I want to leave you guys with this. Knowledge is not power. Somebody fucking lied to you. True knowledge is powered when applied. With that being said, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.